What's up, guys? So today I'm going to mess with my Tippmann TPX, TIPX, TPX, whatever you want to call it. This one has been, internals have been updated from Tippmann, so they switched out a bunch of pieces on this. The original TPX had a lot of faulty parts and stuff in it, but this is basically equal to a TPX now. So as you notice, there's no I in between T and P. This is the original TPX. So yeah, this thing's probably from 2009 or something. This is a really low serial number. I've covered this marker in previous videos. I haven't adjusted anything on this since my last video with it. The only thing I've done right now is added the TCR barrel, because these are actually the same A5 threads for the barrel. That's one of the reasons I wanted to get the TPX, is because it's super similar to the TCR. This was basically the blueprint for the TCR as far as the internals and the valves and everything. So the stock barrel, just this little ridged end, like ribbed end, this only sticks out the end on the stock barrel. This is like 6 inches, 6¼ inches or something from end to end. And the TCR barrel is 11 inches from end to end. So this is essentially about 5 extra inches of barrel. When I last shot this, I think with these 3.6 gram nylon balls that I'm using, they're just a bunch of T4E QAB balls, quick access balls. I think it was hitting like 320 feet per second. So I'm going to say like 17 joules. I haven't done anything to this since that video. So I'm going to use my CO2 tank and use this longer barrel and see if I get like an extra 10 or 15 or 20 feet per second, or if there's any difference. So I'll be right back. All right, you guys, CO2's on, everything's working fine. I have the TCR barrel on here and my chronograph. So if I get 320, it's hitting the same as the stock barrel. If I get higher, it's an improvement. 334, 328, 328, 324, 332, 334, 330. So it's a slight improvement. I'm going to degas this thing and then turn up the velocity a little bit. I forgot to show you guys that I put those stainless steel screws where all the screws go that hold the body together. I think all these screws was like $8.50 for everything. Lapco sells a set of screws and nuts, but it's hard for me to find nuts that fit this clamshell because they have to be very small, like specifically fit for this. So it doesn't bother me that much that these are black on the other side. Like, it doesn't matter to me that I don't have stainless steel nuts. It looks cool having the stainless steel on the outside of the body and stuff. I don't know, to me it just looks nice. So I'm gonna turn up a half a turn. I don't know where it bottoms out, but I'm going to do a half a turn. So I'm going to start with the Allen key facing up, and then I'm going to turn it to the right, which is clockwise, and that actually might be bottomed out right there because it was pretty hard to turn it anymore. So I'll see what this does. Alright, you guys, here we go. QAB balls, 3.6 grams. Not a good bore match, but that's what I have. 530. So I'm gonna actually degas it, because this is when I had issues with my TCR when it was hitting so hard that it just blows the O-ring out. But 530 is, with the 3.6 gram ball, is 46.1 joules. So that's pretty damn high. And I only turned it half a turn, so I feel like once I hit a certain spot on this velocity adjuster, like you guys saw it was only a half turn, and it went from doing like 17 to hitting 46. So there's just like a really, it's super like sensitive once it gets past a certain threshold, to me, in my experience anyways. So I'm going to degas this and turn it down because I don't want to blow an O-ring out again. So 1 second. All right, you guys, the only way for me to degas this is to basically shoot the air out. So I turn off the CO2 tank, and I'm going to shoot these. So these numbers are going to go down lower and lower and lower, but that's because I'm just shooting out the gas that's left in the airline. So hopefully I don't blow an O-ring. Here goes nothing. 536. So that's also still like 46 joules. 432. I believe that's 30 joules. So yeah, 425. I'm looking at this column right here, and 425 is 30.2. So just in that one shot with no air being in the tank, or no air being in the line, it went down like 20 joules or 15 joules. 486. That's kind of high because I've been sitting here for a little bit talking to you guys. 440. 420. 418. So I'm out of ammo. I'm just gonna dry fire this. So yeah, that's pretty insane that this marker, you saw the numbers, it went to 535, which is stupid high. Like that's basically what the TCR does. If I would have changed the barrel to the short barrel, the stock TPX barrel, it probably would have been 500 or kind of close to that. I have no idea. I'd have to do some testing, but I'm trying not to break this. So just give me 1 second. Sorry, the camera's all shaky. I'm trying to take off my backpack. I'm gonna actually degas it and then tighten up I'm gonna reverse what I just did for a second. All right, you guys, I got the gas out. I'm going to so it's maxed out right now. I'm gonna do a quarter turn back up, and I'll see where it hits. Because yeah, from going from 17 joules to 46 with half a turn, I feel like it's like that because of it's just really sensitive after a certain spot, certain threshold or area on this velocity adjuster. So it's maxed out right now. I'm gonna turn it to like this much of an angle to loosen it, and I'll see what this does. So I'm gonna gas it up and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, got the CO2 back on. I got my 3.6 gram Boomerex QAB nylon balls back in here, and got the chronograph. So 336. So that's still like 18 joules. 336, still like 18 joules. 334. 338. So I'm going to turn this up like somewhere in between hitting 17 joules and 47 or whatever that was, because it's just too much for me, because I'm not trying to break these. I'm trying just to make them a decent like 30 joule marker. That's kind of my goal, because I'm using 12, like I don't have any like 16 gram or 20 gram adapter or like conversion on this. This is still using a 12 gram CO2 cartridge. If I didn't have my air tank and I wanted to use this like emergency spur of the moment, someone's trying to get in my house or rob me or something like that, like I'd rather have more consistent shots with a lower average than having like one insane shot and then possibly like blowing out an O-ring. So I'm going to turn it up one more time. I'm just taking off my backpack and degassing this thing. So yeah, right now I took the magazine out. There's nothing in it. I turned off my air tank, so I'm just gonna dry fire this. So it's out now. I'm gonna pull the line off the back. get the rest of the air out of it, and I will turn up the velocity just a smidge. So I think when I turned it down, it was like right there. So I'm gonna have it like here. Hopefully I don't get a crazy like 48 joule shot again, but I'll be right back. I'm gonna air this up. All right, you guys, see what this does. .358. So I'm getting closer. 354. 348. 348. 346. 344. 348. I'm pretty sure that's the last shot on this magazine. Yeah, that's the last shot. So I'm gonna degas this, turn it up a tiny bit more, and then shoot it again. Right now it's hitting on par with like the Salt Supply S2, which is pretty sick considering this is just a paintball gun. And on this right now, I only have this added on, and then I guess obviously my CO2 remote line. So I'll be right back. All right, so when I switched out the magazine, my little viewing windows on the handle like broke or came off or something, but I don't know, to me those are useless. They're all foggy and you couldn't really see through them that well anyways. So here we go. I turned it up like an eighth of a turn. So it's not maxed out, but it's almost there. 440. That's just below 33.9 joules. So this is 450 with the 3.6 gram ball, which is what I'm shooting. So this is kind of where I want this to be. I mean, I could, if I wanted to, put it up to 47 or 45 or whatever, but that's maxed out. And when I did that on my Byrna TCR, I popped a O-ring, a valve ring, 438. So it's still like 30 joules at least. 394, 386. My CO2 tank might be running out because I've been shooting this a lot. This same CO2 tank. This is the same one I used all the BB gun shots with and stuff. So that's probably why this is going low. 420. And I was just talking for a second. So 400. I think I'm out of ammo. And I got one more shot. It might be high because I've been not firing, so it's had time to build up pressure. So let's see what this one hits. 434. I'm gonna get another magazine. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I cleared out the box, popped in a new magazine. It's still on the same speed setting. It's been pressurized for about 2 minutes, so I'll see what this does. 456. So that's definitely 34 joules right there. 390. 378, so that's close to 23 and a half. 388. 400. So yeah, I feel like that 400 is 26.8 joules. I feel like since this tank is getting low, I have to wait a little bit longer to get a high powered shot out of it. 418. And if I just mag dumped, it'll probably be like 350, 370, 380, then like it'll kind of be inconsistent. And that's kind of one of the things with CO2. It's sort of inconsistent at times, especially when your tank is half empty or quarter full, or if it's cold or if it's warm. You're gonna have like readings all over the place. And that's basically what's going on right now. So that was 7 shots. I know that right now the highest it got was 458, I'm pretty sure. And that was 33.9 joules, probably 34 joules. And that's kind of where I would like this to be. Either on the next video or just in my own time, I'm going to use a 12 gram cartridge and no remote line and see what my FPS and joule readings are at. So that'll probably be it for this video. Thanks for watching, you guys. And yeah, this is a pretty sick come up. Like I mentioned in another video, I got this off of an eBay auction. I paid like $167 for it after tax and shipping and everything. And then the parts were old. I sent it into Tippmann because they have a part swap program for this TPX, for old model TPXs, to get updated parts. They honored that part swap. I just had to send this in. It cost me like $18 to send it in. They didn't charge me to change anything, and they didn't charge me to send it back. So basically I paid $167 plus 18 for shipping, so that's like $185. And then I bought this piece for $20, so I'm at $205 on this. And then these screws was like $10 or like $8.50 or something. So I'm around like $220, $215, somewhere around there in money I've spent on this. And when I bought this, it came with 4 magazines, a belt, and a holster. So those added in parts, just that holster by itself is usually like $50. So, and the magazines are like $20 each, pretty much $25 each. So yeah, it was a good come up. And I'm really happy I bought this, and I'm super glad that Tippmann honored the part swap thing. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video, and I'll be featuring this later in more stuff. So have a good one.